is exchange of energy. You see now, for suppose D3 configuration I written one, two, three electrons. In D4 configuration, if you take one, two, three, four. You may see the D5 configuration. One, two, three, four, five. This first electron is jumps into the second suborbital, and first electron is also jump into the third suborbital. So how many jumps are possible? Here one jump and here also one jump. So if the electron is jumps into one suborbital into another suborbital, then it releases the energy. If the element lose the energy, then it is gets the stability. More energied elements are having less stability. Less energied elements are having more stability. So jumpings, more number of jumps are possible. Exchange of energies takes place, means losing of energy takes place if the element lose the electrons, lose the energy, then it is gets a stability. How many jumps are possible now? 2. These electron students, 1, 2, 3. 3 possibilities are there. 2 and 3 possibilities are there. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. How many? 4 jumps are possible. Exchange of energy takes place. Okay, here less exchange of energy, here more exchange of energy, here more and more exchange of energy. Here more jumpings are takes place means more energy is released. If energy releases means it is gets stability. Among all these, which electronic configuration is more stable? While compared with the D3, D4 configuration is more stable. While compared with the D4, D5 configuration is more stable. Okay. We can write the anomalous electronic configuration. You see that. This is 4s2 3d4. How many electrons are shortest to our field? Only one electron is the shortest to our field. That's why one electron is jumps from 4s orbital to 3d. So tell me students, anomalous electronic configuration of chromium, argon, 4s1, 3d5. This is 3d5 means half field electronic configuration. Half field electronic configuration of elements are more stable, I said first. So this is anomalous. And this is stable electronic configuration. What? Stable electronic configuration. For this one, for second one you take copper, 4s2 3d9. How many electrons are shortest to fulfill? Only one electron. That's why one electron is jumps from 4s orbital to 3d. Then I written copper 29, argon 4s1, 3d10. This is 3d10 means fulfilled electronic configuration. Fulfilled electronic configuration of elements are also more stable. So this is also stable electronic configuration. Now niobium, you see the niobium, how many electrons are there here? 4d3. This is the D3 configuration. D3 configuration is more stable or D4 configuration is more stable, students? D4 configuration is more stable. While compared with the D3, D4 configuration is more stable because exchange of energy is more. Exchange of energy is more mean stability is more. You see now, one electron is jumps from 5s to 43. From this, one electron is jumps from 5s orbital to 4d. So I written the electronic configuration of niobium as krypton. Tell me students, krypton 5s1 4d4. 5s1, this is 4d4. While compared with this 4d3, this 4d configuration is stable. You see now, molybdenum, this is 5s2 4d4. How many electrons are shortest to half field? Only one electron is shortest to half field. That's why one electron is jumps from 5s orbital to 4d. So tell me students, molybdenum electronic configuration I written like krypton. Tell me, 5s1 4d 5. 5s1, this is 4d5. Half field electronic configuration. This is half field electronic configuration. Like that you may take ruthenium. Ruthenium, this is a D6 configuration. D6 configuration is more stable or D7 configuration is more stable, students? While compared with the D6, D7 configuration is more stable. That's why one electron is jumps from 5s orbital to 4d orbital. So I written the electronic configuration like ruthenium is krypton. So tell me, 5s1 4d 7. While compared with the 6, 7 is more stable. Compared with the 6, 7 is more stable. Okay, like ruthenium you take, this is 5s2 4d7. One electron is jumps from 5s orbital to 4d, then it becomes 5s1 4d8. While compared with the 4d7, 4d8 is more stable. So tell me students, rhodium electronic configuration is krypton 5s1 4d8. Like palladium you take. This is anomalous electronic configuration. Palladium is 5s2 4d8. How many electrons are shortest to fulfill electronic configuration here? 2 electrons are shortest. That's why here 2 electrons are jumps from 5s orbital to 4d. See now, I written this palladium as palladium krypton 5s0, this is 4d10. One point you have to remember regarding of the palladium. In 4d8, it has 2 unpaired electrons. It has 2 unpaired electrons means it is having ferromagnetic nature. What nature? Ferromagnetic nature. Here, magnetic nature it has. Here 4d10 means no unpaired electrons. Means this is diamagnetic nature. D block elements should have at least 1 unpaired electron in its valency, then only it is said to be transition elements. This D block element having the unpaired here, that's why it is said to be D block element. Means it is having the unpaired electron. Unpaired electron of D block elements are called transition elements. So palladium is the transition or not? Palladium is the transition. Now this palladium having the unpaired electrons in its valency or not? No unpaired electrons. No unpaired electrons means it is said to be non-transition element nature. Unpaired electron of d orbitals are called transition elements. No unpaired electrons of d orbitals are called, d block elements are called non-transition elements. Here it exhibits non-transition elements nature. That's why palladium is said to be typical element. Here it behaves as transition element. Here it behaves as non-transition element. That's why it is said to be typical element. Okay, silver you may see. In silver, 4d9 is there. How many electrons are shortest to fulfill electronic configuration, students? Only one electron. That's why one electron is jumps from 5s orbital to 4d orbital. So I written the silver electronic configuration as silver 40, 47, krypton 5s1, 4d 10. Here d9 means it is having the unpaired electrons or not? Having the unpaired. Having the unpaired electrons means this d block element is said to be transition element or non-transition. It is having the unpaired means it behaves like transition element. Here 4d10 means fulfilled electronic configuration. No unpaired electrons are there. No unpaired electrons are there means it is behaves like non-transition nature. So here transition nature, here non-transition nature. So this element is also said to be typical nature. Both natures it has. Okay, like that you may take copper. Copper, here unpaired electron it has. Here 3d10, no unpaired electrons. So here copper is act as a transition element. Here the copper can act as a non-transition. That's why it is also said to be typical element. Like platinum you take, like Rm you take. Okay, that two elements are also exhibit the anomalous electronic configuration. Okay, I will explain the platinum and Rm. You see.